Hello guys, today I have an unboxing of an evil cauldron witch. Yes, my third one because my other two are broken. I got this off Tyler. He sold it to me for like $100 and like the total was like $130. You know, he did a fake listing through Mercari, and Mercari gives you shipping deals, so it only cost him $30, unlike $100 would have costed me to ship the one from Donovan's house. I saw one on Let Go and I messaged the guy. It was listed for $100. I asked if they would ship if I paid the shipping, and they said, I don't know, a box is big. And I said, yeah, I'll still pay it, and I got no response. So it's like, it's not like I haven't had one shipped before. But what I'm going to do with the other two is that's my original one. This one still has the best looking face, I swear. This one's just the creepiest to me. This is the one that's always on the Rising Reaper's base, because her original was fried, of course. I tried fixing this one. I tried replacing the resistors or whatever components, and it still doesn't talk. So neither of them really talk, and this one's connected to a hovering ghost rising mechanism, which the motor is causing it to short out because it's gone bad. Well, it's too powerful. If the motor's too powerful, it actually causes them to glitch out and keep resetting. It actually causes malfunctions. That happened with this one. When I used the Guardian of the Grave rising mech on it, this one was doing that too. It would just constantly reset. And I feel like that might be part of what killed it. I mean, I didn't have this one very long, and I barely used it. It's just, when it first arrived, remember when it was at Donovan's house, it didn't rise all the way up? Well, when I had this one sent to Lucas's house, when we tested it, it really didn't rise up at all. It just came up enough to where her head was out of the cauldron. It didn't, so it was already messed up. And the whole top of the base ended up cracking, so it ended up in bad shape. I'm gonna be sending these to Spirit Halloween 9 to fix though, because the thing with this one is I'm not going to use this one in my display. I want to keep it here to keep it in good condition, and I want to continue to use these ones in my display. Also, the rising part on this one is also snapped too. It needs to be rewelded. It stopped working on the second day of our event, but it started working. It started moving again recently. It was just a component on the board that was bent. But yeah. So anyways, that's what, because I feel like, because this happened twice now. First my original and that one. First they stopped talking, and that's what they both did. And then they eventually just stopped rising, or they just completely died altogether, which they both ended up doing pretty much. So I almost think that, well, with my first one I used a Gemmy 6-volt adapter, because back then Spirit and stuff didn't sell the adapters that these take. So I used a Gemmy adapter, which was kind of powerful, which I think blew the component after a while. All my 2009 ones did that. My Rising Reaper with Pumpkin, his audio went out. My Tombstone Lifter, all of them. So I feel like if I wouldn't have used that adapter, they would have been fine, but I didn't want to use batteries because they drained pretty fast. Not only that, I also feel like it's the cold as well, because that one, in 2010, when it was sitting in the garage for a while, so when I finally pulled it into the house and started using them again, after I saw the 2010 Spirit sneak peeks back then, I tested it and her audio went out, and it was right when I brought it in, and she was probably kind of cold. Same with this one. That one came to Lucas's house, and they kept these in the garage where there's no climate control and it gets really cold. So I feel like it's also the cold that makes them stop talking as well, which is why I'm not putting this one in the storage unit, because my storage unit is not climate control, and if that's what's killing them, then I'm not gonna put that out there. I'll keep the witch somewhere. I'll maybe have to get rid of some of those boxes and store her under my desk. So anyways, we'll get to it. Also, Tyler has an additional item that he hasn't sent me yet, and I almost guarantee I know what it is. So, although the person that's selling one on Let Go also has like a gruesome granny and a bunch of other spear props. They only wanted $100 for the witch, but they have some other things listed for like $300. I don't know how well it's gonna work though, because Tyler did replace the split gear in this. It had a split gear. When he made a review of it, the gear split and he replaced it, but it doesn't rise. Sometimes it looks like it kind of gets stuck when it rises and lowers, so I feel like this one's gonna break too. But I don't know. So it's not screwed back into the cauldron. It's almost impossible screwing these back into the cauldron after you take them out. That's the problem with these. They're not as easy to repair because they're screwed in, and you just really can't put them back in properly after you take them out. I always have to set a brick on top of them in there. Because I think the one I got from Donovan, I used the Techie adapter on that one, and its audio started even cutting out with the Techie adapter. So I don't even know if these are faulty to where they can't even use an adapter, and they eventually just fry if you do. The hell? That's not good. It's snapped off. The fuck? Did this happen in shipping? Let me send Tyler a message and ask if he... Tyler, was it snapped off like this when you had it? Well, either way, I'm sure it can be glued back on, but... Oh my god, it snapped? How? Okay, so... Oh shit, it broke in shipping. Yeah, look, there's nothing for me to screw it into. I'll have to like glue it or something because it doesn't fit really on the thing. It snapped off. It looks like. I don't know. He did screw the base back. He did screw the base back on. So at least that does kind of help. Also, I'm gonna have to re-glue this around the cauldron because it looks just so much better when it's like that. Does it have batteries in it? No. Yeah, I think this will be let's see. Let me get my hot glue gun on. I have to find some hot glue sticks. I don't know where they all went. You know, it sucks when you can't find something when you actually need it. And then when you don't need it, you somehow actually find what you needed before. It's stupid. any hot glue sticks. Fuck. I guess I'll just have to stop the camera. I'm out of memory pretty much anyways, whatever.